Hello, it's Chrissy here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can brand the videos using iMovie, and that's for people who are on a Mac. So I've got iMovie open and I've imported a video into my event library, and I did that by going File, Import, Movies. And then you're just prompted to browse to wherever your video is stored on your computer so that iMovie can import it. So now we've got it imported into iMovie, we need to import it into the project pane here. So just click on it and drag so we get the whole of the movie, and left click and drag and pop it into the project pane there. So now we've got the video into the project library, we can go ahead and start branding it. One thing you might like to do is to add a lower third to the bottom of the video. So for example, you might want to put your web address across the whole of the video. What we do with this, we click on T for text if this pane isn't already open, T for text, and you're presented with a number of ways you can put text onto the video. And I'm just going to choose lower third. Click on it, drag it over to the video until the whole of the video turns blue, and just let go, and there goes your lower third. Okay, this title text for me is too big for a lower third and it's too high up, so I'm just going to highlight and delete that. But what I am going to use is this subtitle text area. So I'm just highlighted it and I'm going to type in what I want to put there. Okay, now you can see that obviously the font's come up, it's white, it's got a black outline, but you can format it to suit your own taste if you want. You click on Show Fonts in the top left hand corner of the preview pane, and then you can just choose whatever font you want to use. You don't have to make it outlined, for example. You just might want it solid, you might not want it bold. It's up to you exactly how you want it and how big you want it to be as well. So now we've got our lower third in, we want to put some contact details right at the end of the video. So if you see there, we've left a nice big space for you to put your name, your telephone number, your email address even. But unfortunately with iMovie you can't put layers of text, so we're going to have to make it so this lower third doesn't go completely to the end of the video. I just clicked on it to highlight it, and all we need to do is left click and drag that to make it shorter, and we can just sort of position it where we want it to disappear just as the contact details are going to start to come in. So if we scrub through now, you can see that the lower third disappears at that point, and this is where the contact details are going to go. So we need to come back over here onto this title pane, and you can choose whichever you want. I mean, you get a little preview here as to how the contact information is going to come in. I think the most suitable one in iMovie is just probably this ordinary centered text, but it's totally up to you which you choose. So I click on the centered, click and drag, and I drag it over to the movie. You just sort of hold it over there until the area that's free, the whole area that's free, turns blue, and then you let it go, and that's the title text. And again, just like before when we did with the lower third, you can format the font to look however you want it to look. This time I am going to use the big title text. But I'm not going to have it with an outline. I think it just looks better plain, and I'll take the bold off it. It's entirely your choice though as to how you format the font, what size you want it. You can have it really big if you want. I think I'll just leave that at 48. I think that looks pretty good, and I'm going to put the telephone number in here. Just taking the size down so we get enough space to put all the information we want to put in there. And you might want to use this smaller text here to put the email address, for example. And just format it again how you want it to look. Okay, so we've got the name in there now at size 48. We've got the telephone number at size 36, and we've got this email address in at size 24. So within the same sort of title area, you can actually have different sizes and different formatting options for your text. Now, let's say, for example, you feel like you want to move this area up a little bit and maybe even put your website address in there because it's disappeared by way of the lower third. So what you could do is you could just hit enter, and you can see it pushes up Joe Bloggs there. And that gives you a bit more space to put some more information if you want to. So for example, I'll go ahead and put the website address back in. And this time I'm going to change the colour. And click on done. So that's the contact details on there now. So we've got the lower third, and if we just scrub along with the playhead, there you go, in pops the contact details. Now what you'll need to do is you need to export the video again. So we just click on share, export movie, and then you're prompted to give it a name, where you want it to be stored on your computer, and what size you want it exported to, and then you click export. So that's how you brand the videos within iMovie if you're on a Mac. Hope that's helpful. Any questions, please email me.